Be a man, Hogan. Sign something for the kids. Be a man, Hogan. Sign it for the kids. Be a man, Hogan. Sign stuff for the kids. Come on. What? Well, it's true. Just sign stuff for the kids, man. It's not right. We wait 2.5 hours. Yeah, beer. I waited 2.5 hours yesterday. 2.5 hours. He was late. 5 hours in line. You know, it's true. That's what happened.
He's signing for the kids.
He is. I'm glad he is.
Yeah, the kids.
Glad he is for the kids. Yesterday, I said I waited for him at the Hudson Valley. Never got.
Are you in line right now?
No. I already waited 5 hours. I didn't come back. I wanted to make sure that people didn't waste their time today.
Yeah, he was upset about that yesterday. That they were telling him not to sign for the kids, and so today he's like.
I've been waiting 15 years for him to come to the Hudson Valley to sign my figure. 15 years.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted.
Yeah.
I would have paid him $400 to sign it.
Yeah,
I would have paid for it, and I didn't get it. And you know what? I made an Instagram post, and I'm not a Hulkamaniac anymore. I'm glad he has it on camera. I'm very disappointed. This is Hulk's second chance. And they want to blame it on the promoter, blame it on Hulk. Make it right. Make it right.
And that was the scene at the Hulk Hogan Real American Beer autograph signing event. I think I actually align on the side of Hulk Hogan for the first time in forever, and that honestly feels a little odd and weird to say. But yes, Hulk Hogan had a deranged fan screaming, "Do it for the kids," at an event with alcohol, where I believe the policy was Hogan was to only sign cases of beer. And the fan, who appeared to be middle-aged, wanted his action figure signed. Now, I'm not belittling anybody for wanting action figures signed. I'm a nerd. I'm a proud nerd at that. I have a collection of all kinds of action figures and comics and weird, odd things. But to shout over police officers and children and other nerds and families and whoever else was in attendance at a old man, former wrestler, Hulk Hogan, whatever you want to say, it's just weird. It's just odd. And when you're not even shouting, I don't even know. I mean, you're not even shouting what you would typically shout at Hulk Hogan now, which would be politics. And I don't even recommend you do that. In fact, I don't recommend that you do that. You're shouting, "You're not signing my toy. Do it for the kids." What? I mean, this is why people look at wrestling fans now as like we're weirdos. I mean, we are weird, but not in this kind of weird way. I mean, this is what gives us wrestling fans a bad reputation. It's rather pathetic. As for this video, and as for what I'm doing now, I don't have much of a following on social media or on YouTube, as you can see by this very meager small channel at this point, and I don't consider that this is going to gain much of a following. This is more of a hobby, and you can call this an armchair commentary on wrestling. I'm not a wrestling genius. I do not consider myself one. I am merely just stating some opinions, some things that I would like to voice, and if people agree or if people like to listen, great. Maybe I will gain some followers or some people along the way. If not, that's cool too. Maybe I'll make a few of these, maybe I won't. I just intend on reporting some news, maybe making some jokes, and maybe talking about some matches I like, maybe talking about some things I don't, adding some positivity, and yeah, talking about some things that are negative in the wrestling world as well. And what better way to start out than talking about Hulk Hogan? And in this instance, the talk of today was his beer brand, but at the same time, he's been in the news with Scott Steiner calling him a piece of shit for trying to get him put in jail in an interview, which adds to Hulk Hogan's many lies, as he claimed that Scott tried to slap his wife in an airport. And if you've never heard all of Hulk Hogan's lies, then you've never heard Hulk Hogan speak, because every time Hulk Hogan opens his mouth, he's lying. This man claimed He wrestled 400 days in a year. If you don't know this, there are not 400 days in a year. He also claimed Elvis Presley was a big wrestling fan, but not just a wrestling fan, he was a big fan of Hulk Hogan. Before Hulk Hogan was Hulk Hogan, Elvis Presley was dead. Hulk Hogan is a man with no shame, and that's been proven time and time again, especially in the year 2025. Goodness gracious. I'm truly in awe of the things that we've learned more and more now about Hulk Hogan, and especially with his return on screen in the WWE. And I'm truly curious to see if they ever bring him back on screen again, especially now that his beer brand is partnered with the WWE. But I'm very curious to see how that's going to pan out. But if you want to hear more of Hogan's many lies, and you can't get the source material himself because you never know, you might have to wait 5 hours and or 15 years to get your action figure signed at a meet and greet, and or pay $300, $400, $500 to grace the presence of the man himself. Go on to the Jim Cornette YouTube page if that is something that you would like to do. I know he is a polarizing figure, but I am a very big fan of his. And just look up the video on Hulk Hogan's many lies. They have it categorized out for you. All of the lies that Hogan has told for the past few years, some of the greatest work that he has ever put in outside of the wrestling ring is right there for everybody to see. I highly recommend you watch it. It is some of the best comedy you will ever be exposed to in your entire life. It is certainly worthy of every wrestling fan, especially if you're a fan of Hogan in the 80s, 90s, or into the 2000s. Hell, if you're a fan of his now, go and watch it. That's the only source material that you need to know about Hulk Hogan now. But this is where I'll leave you. Hope you enjoyed the video. I know it wasn't much, but it's at least something. It's a start. I'll learn, I'll work, I'll see what progress I have from here. Heck, I don't even have a microphone right now. I'm probably not going to get one. I'm as low budget as I can get. Like I said, I don't expect much from this. I don't even know how many of these I'm going to make. But as I leave you, all I'm going to say, be cool, be nice, watch wrestling, have fun, and that's it. Peace.